So in the last Snare Saturday series video, I showed you a late 60s Supraphonic LM400 snare drum. So for this video, it just makes sense to show you the sibling drum. What's going on, everybody? Nick Costa here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the Ludwig 5X14 Super Sensitive Supraphonic snare drum. Being that the Supraphonic is the most recorded snare drum of all time, the Super Sensitive was an alternative option where the snare wires went a little bit past the snare drum. Now before we dive into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. That way you're notified of any additional content that I upload to the channel. So, the Ludwig Supraphonic, a chrome-plated over aluminum snare drum. It is a versatile drum that is known for its broad tuning range and its abilities to fit any style of music. Now, Ludwig also made a super sensitive version. What they did is they took the same exact drum and they had the snare wires extend past the beds on either side. Now, just like every other snare drum that does this, by having those wires go past the shell, you're getting a lot more sensitivity if the drum is dialed in right, especially at lower volumes. Now with the super sensitive snare throw off, because those wires are going past the shell, there's also a metal rod that goes through the drum towards the top, and that helps with engaging and disengaging the snare wires. Now looking at the date stamp on the inside, this drum was made May 4th of 1967. So compared to the Supraphonic in the last video, where the stamp looks like it's October of 1968, it's safe to say that these drum shells are identical. The only difference is the snare wire mechanism and having those snares go past the shell. And because they are from the same era, they are chrome plated over aluminum shells, 10-lug drums, with the baseball bat internal muffle. And just like that last snare drum, this one is 100% original except for the snare wires themselves. So just like every other demo video that I do here on the channel, specifically with snare drums, I'm gonna put this drum through a few different tunings so you can hear the versatility of it. And just like every other video, I start out the tuning by doing a drum roll, followed by a few different taps at various dynamic levels. Now I'm gonna do that with this video, but I'm also going to play the drum starting at a softer dynamic to see if I can get those wires to wake up, which is what the Super Sensitive is known for. Additionally, because it has the internal muffle, I am going to have it disengaged and then engaged for each tuning so you can hear the difference. So, enough of me talking, let's dive into playing. as you can hear, this sounds like a Supraphonic. The difference is that you might just get a little more snare response out of the drum. But either way, I would love to get your feedback on what you thought of this drum, so make sure you leave it in the comment section below, letting me know. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section as well, and I'll try my best to answer them. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see some of the earlier videos from the Snare Saturday series, I put a link to the playlist in the description below. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. That way it makes it a little bit easier for others to find it. And that is it. Thank you so much for checking out this video on the Ludwig 5x14 Supraphonic Super Sensitive Snare Drum. And until next time, see you later.